Hi, I'm Pat, and this is lesson number 2 of my minor Dobro Chords series and part 1 of learning advanced minor chord shapes. In this first part, we're going to learn advanced minor chord shapes using open strings. So this will open the door to full minor chords with root, minor third, and fifth. Then in the next 2 lessons, we'll put those into practice by playing chord changes over backing tracks as well as building some nice melodies using those chords. So this lesson comes with 4 pages of chord diagrams, so make sure to print that first. And let's get started learning open minor chord shapes on the dobro. Okay, so the first easy thing we can do with using open strings is using the 5th string root chord shape we've learned in the first lesson of this series, that is this one. But playing the root, this note, as an open string, right? So since you basically have 3 available open strings as root, that is D, B, and G, that means we're going to get D minor, B minor, and G minor with an open string root. So let's check out page 1 of your chord diagrams file. And let's start off with the open D string as a root so that you get a G minor. So this is D minor at the 3rd fret. Right? This is the 5th string root chord shape we've learned. And if instead of this note, this root note, you play the open D instead, you get this shape. Right? And this one can be a bit tricky to play. So the thing is, in order to have all the strings ringing out clearly and no buzzing noise, you got to put a little more pressure than usual on the top string. This one. So your bar is tilted up just a little, and then you apply a little more pressure than usual on this string. And also make sure that you are in tune, right? Because all those chords have open strings, so it's very easy to get out of tune. So try to practice it slowly. So this is D minor. Now with an open B string, we've got an obvious one, which is this. Right? This is basically the 5th string root chord shape. You already know, but with all open strings, we get to a B minor. We've learned that in the first lesson of this series. Right? So this is B minor. Strings 5, 2, and 1. But there's another nice variation for this one, and this is at the 12th fret, basically. This one. So this is B minor with your bar flat at the 12th fret. And if you play, instead of this note, you play the open B, you get this nice variation. So open 5th string and then just 2 notes. And also, this one is also tricky because it's very easy to get out of tune. So make sure that you are in tune. And sometimes I prefer to use this shape rather than this one with all open strings. Because first of all, depending on the chord progression and the other instruments you're playing with, sometimes it sounds nice to play this shape in the upper register of the neck. And also, this open B minor can be a bit tricky to play since you need to also mute the other open strings which are not part of the chord, those 2 ones. And sometimes it can sound a bit muddy, especially when you play rhythm. And for example, if you play this open G first and then this shape, it can sound a bit muddy because you've got all the other open strings ringing out. So you've got to be careful about that. And sometimes I prefer to use this one. Right? So this is B minor. And there's last chord we haven't checked out yet, and this is with the open G string. And of course, with an open G, we get a G minor. So G minor is at the 8th fret, right? You know this shape already. And instead of this root note, we play the open G, and we get G minor. Also, instead of playing this note, you can play this open G here, this I open G instead of this low one here. And you get this. right? You can pick this one or this one, right? Depends. Just up to you there. And again, this is the same tricky thing with the open D minor. You got to put a little more pressure on this top string, right? So that all the strings ring out clearly. So you got D minor, B minor, or this variation at the 12th fret, and G minor. And notice each time how this shape has root, root, minor third, root, root, minor third.